taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and a lot of buzz with this one. Extra buzz, Charles, because the Dolphins trying to become the first team ever to win the Lombardi Trophy inside their home stadium.
And it looked like the Vikings had a heck of a chance a couple of seasons ago, didn't it? They were rolling in the playoffs, possibly could have gotten there, came up just a little bit short. A number of teams have had that chance over the years. Detroit, they've had the Super Bowl in their stadium. I guess the closest we've had was when San Francisco won it in Palo Alto. In Stanford Stadium just down the road. But the Dolphins' last Super Bowl trip was 1985. A loss to those Niners, ironically enough, in Super Bowl 19. Where? Stanford Stadium. They've won it twice, but you have to go back to Super Bowl 7 and 8. 1973, 1974. Hard to believe that proud franchise hasn't won one since.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing, Hundley. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Hundley. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Miles Jack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and long. For the double. Watch 2. Mike 2. Mike 2. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Safety's creeping. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Like two. And what's that? And what's the ball?
They're going to look to throw. Jones has it. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jones. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check nickel. Good track. Mike 55.
On 1st down, Drake. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Let's go, fellas.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now back to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Hundley going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Drake. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Trucks over him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Caught by Jones. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Drake. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Short pass complete to the tight end Kroon. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first and goal, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. On second down, Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Run for Pollard, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, watch the slant.
On second down, here's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Rita, he'll try the right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd down and 4, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll set up a throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Close up. 3, 57, Mike 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Second down, Haskins. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
I got 3 minutes left in this game. So I don't know what
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run with Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and very short, Haskins completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging.
Oh, come on, stay up.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Like he'll throw here.
Thank you.
Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead,
you turn them hoes up.
Oh, God.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead.
I done heard at least about 9 of them hoes.
He's taking chances down there.
Especially in a spot like this. Fourth quarter, as you said,
at least 9.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now this one complete downfield. Side.
It's a gain of 20. And the Buccaneer
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hundley. That escapes the sand. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
You said what?
Gain there on the completion.
Second
and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion,
Load up. What's
0
up?
yards gained, so they're behind schedule.
Watch fast tape for
They were hoping to get it to him. He
invite.
could make a man or two miss. But
All right, bet. This all got 30 seconds left.
here we go with Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep
about to
downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Yeah, I got 36 people on my phone.
Now it's Haskins. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Haskins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, T-Dub taking me.
I don't see how everybody got a squad except for me, bro. He got Haskins, he got Nico.
Haskins to throw.
I
He's
can
going
let
to
him
let it fly.
Good one.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing
I got all
18
burned.
seconds now to go. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm drinking this will be ugly.
On Sunday night?
Get this shit out the way.
Throwing now is Haskins. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Wine over there. Yeah, like tomorrow. It's early as hell.
Nigga been over here drinking yak. I'm like, nigga, it's 1 o'clock at least. Nigga, 02 retiring from 4-1, nigga. I don't want to watch the rest of the game, man. Hurry up.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. A desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Dub don't know that he didn't want to make me get back and work on my defense. I know he wasn't expecting all this cover too.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
One final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do
Let me
it.
take it so back.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
Ah,
And that will write a finish to this ball game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Turn this fucking stream off.
Come on, man. Let me out the game, man. I got a real game, man. I'm a rookie.
I'm trying to build your quarterback on me either.
No, this is just the foundation, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna throw a lot of picks. Jesus, I'm already know.
I could have sworn. I don't know why Mac's still playing.
Who?
Mac, that nigga like 35.
I don't even know why I have.
Wagner retired on me. He good for at least one fumble a game. That nigga retired.
Who did?
Bobby Wagner.
Oh, word. Make sure I ran my training, huh? I think I did that. Oh, see, I didn't. Hold on, let me send this over fast.
I sent it to you. You get it?
Yeah, it popped up. I'm just about to. Well, I thought I had somebody up for upgrade already. I was gonna say, what?
Fuck that shit. Damn, he beat the Giants 35-3.
You said who?
The Raiders beat the Giants 35-3. The Bengals beat G-Child 49-17. Shit, I guess P-Back, he won 34-18.
Oh, damn, for real?
This punk ass.
Man, you need to trade me Pat Mahomes.
Man, no.
I need a quarterback, man.
Man, I hope you struggle.
Who the hell is the Austin Chiefs? Man, you ought to be ashamed. Not they in Austin, bro.
Oh, dead ass. I moved niggas and I was like, nigga, I moved him to Austin? I said, dead ass. I moved these niggas to Austin? What the fuck? I must have been drunk as hell. That's wild ass off season, these niggas.
Bro, that shit was so funny, bro.
I'm not. Man, is that my nigga Patty? What's up, baby?
No, that's Dick. Young Dick. Hey, I got one more game, bro.
Brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T
Let me run this
Stadium
week one
in
real
Arlington,
fast.
Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
No,
as their guys
sir.
get set to match
I'm
up
gonna do my
between
quarterback
our
better.
visitors and the Dallas Cowboys.
Why you change to your white?
Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't.
Crunching like a motherfucker. I was like, God damn.
The extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stumped.
No, it ain't even that good. I can only eat like 4 max,
yards
bro.
to pick up there. Move the chains.
I done had about 15 cookies.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially
over
now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now here's Mahomes. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I put 1 bid on him.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes your game plan for that offensively, you want to make sure that guy touches the ball.
You better get away from that nigga.
And then you change your game
I'm going to tell you that
he has the hot hand. You keep going.
He the only person on my defense, bro, that I won't click on. Because he going to make a play.
Nobody even ran towards it, nigga.
He like a missile, bro, I'm telling you.
On second down, Johnson.
He the only one.
Second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Crazy ass country fair white boy.
Sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive in their plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big
On the brand new bill, right?
I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take a shot at the end zone early. You know the distance count.
So are y'all gonna sell or like?
Yeah, I'm selling this with I was going to rent it out for him.
This time it's Johnson. He's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I wouldn't make no money.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen say, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Flushed out right. All right. Down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Hey, that motherfucking Texas on the helmet is fire, though. Jesus Christ, that's dope.
I thought he was doing the rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down now, it's Johnson. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position.
Before we try to figure
the point of
anything
attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
Mama slick, daddy, nigga. You should be
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
54 much. Mike's by 4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force that completion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up
old
a field goal situation.
Man. He's trying to honor
a nice
his
sigh of
dad.
relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Butker able to put this one through.
Oh, my God.
All offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that
gotta
first
deal with
drive
him,
of
man.
week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the
This is what I wanna see is
preseason to
this
get to
little
that first
turnaround
drive of the
game, man.
regular season.
This is my
They
first
went
time ever, like,
downfield,
making it a point to
mission
draft him.
accomplished, points on the board.
That nigga probably 99 feet.
Yeah, I need some damn wheels back there. My last dude didn't even have no jukes. It was so confusing. Like, to be a receiver, bro, he was terrible.
I gotta play you straight up because you'll come out on first down throwing the ball. Shit.
Got to. Look at Willie Beeman back there. Hold up, Willie.
Willie Beeman?
Yeah, Willie. This all kind of a pass.
It's kind of a pass.
Yeah.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I'm gonna start doing that to
More
pad
big
my
plays come
stats
from the
record.
college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a
He
play.
ain't lying. I ain't trying to get hit by him more than anything, bro. He be
Taking it
hitting on
across
this one.
midfield and
Boy.
inside the 45. 19
Who was like
yards
just
there on the
playing that
catch
had
and
him, and I was
run.
like, dog, he
Not only
cheating,
have they
bro.
completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of
Somebody
yardage, too.
just had
Absolutely great
man.
start. 2 nice plays in the pass
away from
game.
that.
Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
You know
He
it.
works it past the 30,
No,
almost
that
to
ain't
the
getting it right.
25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
For sure he getting it.
You down the field.
It's the namesake, man.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5.
Hiking the ball.
Now back to throw.
Oh, Willie almost
Rolling
took
to
off.
his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no
Slow
gain.
as hell.
Brings up second down.
Nah, he real slow, for sure.
3-0 after one
I run a
on
Dino
EA
Blitz on you,
Sports.
but I respect you a little bit more than that.
Hold on, you said what?
Yeah, I would run a Dino Blitz on you, but I respect you because you'll dot it up.
Hey, I was about to say.
If I don't respect you, I run that home.
I gave Dino ass the blues. Running that crazy shit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a
I'm telling
first.
you, man.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Oh, trying to get his first pass touchdown.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that
Yeah.
one. I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense
Hey, my
honest.
man.
You're also just sit back.
Get in
You're going
there,
to throw it
man.
on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
You said what?
Now a handoff here to his right. He will fight his way into the end zone for the Cowboys touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
Push them
And the
linemen,
Cowboys
boy.
have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights.
That nigga was ducking like he was a
Makes it a
drive-by,
7-3
boy.
lead.
That nigga with them
Out is the
garbage
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nigga said,
This is
hey,
taken at the
his
3.
favorite back ever is Herschel Walker, man.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around.
Look at him.
Escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch
He
wreaking
on my
havoc
own
with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's Elliott, complete.
Be quiet.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8.
I threw right to
heavy
him.
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
2-1 attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From all the way up at the 38.
Oh, carry on. All right. Okay. And pick that hoe up like Davion.
Right around the 26-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean,
only one I don't click on, boy.
Pretty good run blitz there, and Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game.
Here we go.
Into perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away
getting
the
back
football.
grounded real fast.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let me get him back grounded real fast.
That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves,
out there
and then
that's
turn it
blocking
into
up like
bigger
that.
plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it
that
goes.
cornerback so nice.
This is taken at the 3.
That's a real kicker. Okay.
He'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I dial it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them.
You know what I
as this
did,
game
bro?
goes
Is I put
on.
Chase Winovich at tackle now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I mean, was that? I mean, I didn't even hit nothing. That shit happened so fast. This lady just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna pass interference."
I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you.
I'm like, I don't even know.
I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit.
Damn, you a tight end, though. Is that a linebacker?
What the offensive
oh, okay. That made me feel better. I had just saw 5.
In this case, just give credit to the ball. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Man, I cannot wait. Ooh. Can't wait, bro. I'm just waiting on the we can go back to work thing so I can go ahead and do that. Because it's stupid now. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's dumb as hell.
Now another timeout called for by the
that first
offense.
weekend we can go back.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And I'm really like to at least try to be like,
this is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all let me work from home, cool. But if not, then I gotta do this best for the time. That's a good thing.
Chiefs touchdown.
Yeah, either let me work from home full time or
grab as his guys are back
they do that, then shit I'll
I
score.
think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever.
No, that whole
but they're finishing the first half in
like
fine style.
Like right on the border.
They didn't leave
like
much
literally
time on the
where
clock
161 and 635 meet at.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man.
Wife and
yeah, it's
about
like,
set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go.
But you know, y'all be all right,
field
man.
position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Take this goofy ass in halftime before you do something that's gonna piss me off.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on second and 12.
You see? Didn't I just say that? I just literally just said that.
Darren Lee
just said it.
and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
What? Okay.
Clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He couldn't get the hook up there.
Lord, I'm glad I ran back there. That's a touchdown.
And that'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Into 8 miles an hour.
Trying to chip away at the lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
I think OT red. Job. It was a number 3.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman.
Hold on, you said
REA
what?
Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
No, I'll just be using them in the shotgun, but you be getting hurt, dog. Like, all of a sudden, I don't understand it, bro.
Underway in the second half. And this will
So,
not be
what I do,
returnable.
too,
It's
is,
out of the back of the end zone
so
for a
he's in all of the
touchback.
shotgun sets. And then what I do is, I use that as, like, I mean, if you ever notice how I'll randomly just get into, like, a heavy set at, like, midfield, it's really because I'm getting my players to goddamn break.
And this is where
You know what I'm saying? So if I
enjoy
pass
talking
too
about
much,
one of my favorite subjects.
they all,
tendency
you know, be
breakers,
red
or
and shit,
counters,
so
as I also like to call them. You've
that's
done
big
things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Joker, 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 Joker.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darren Lee, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you up to a quick start.
Way to hold
down the middle of the field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes flush to his right. His pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, one attack. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. I smell fear.
I must got a new. Nigga, I got a new.
Right there. 54, right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. 20.
I'm 95.
Takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Oh, well, you got all them
defense has athleticism.
That's the best one to have to me, though.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know
Look at
the
AB.
best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
He trying to hurt us and shit.
Well, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
All these pass rushers, not getting no heat.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 9 now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas
I'm like, he got 7
down.
catches, but he got them damn sweeps.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that goes incomplete.
I mean, how you stay up doing all that
down.
crazy shit?
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Boy, that nigga is low.
Some early fireworks for this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the work up here on the comebacker, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hold on, Willie.
That is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Watch the run, watch the run.
I do not like this at all.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I got you, boy. Mike, check.
2nd and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All day, dog. Mike 5.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Good angle.
He'll take this back all the way to the 45-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
And he does take it in for a touchdown, but a flag
Hold
on the
it.
field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a
Can we get
1st and
offset
20
right there?
now after the holding penalty.
Nope. Boy, that whole ass nigga ain't even tired either. Goddamn. He cold, boy.
Nigga, the fact that that lineman ran down Edmonds really pissed me off.
Hey, man.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is Parker, complete.
That nigga juke so terrible. That's how much that crazy ass receiver I had returning is juking. I was like, man, what is that?
I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants,
Man, I needed
outs,
that.
things that they consider safe.
2nd and 11.
Again?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony
Wow,
Brown. And they
bro.
will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead
How
and let
is
the
it?
play stand.
I mean, I'm not
and
even
they'll take
good. Y'all
that.
not even
Good starting
blitzing
field
me.
position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check, watch 54.
Oh, there you go.
Outside. Been a long day for you. Mike 5-4. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, one set. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Yellow. Right here. Right there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I've never
That one
used all
goes
these
for
extra
24
rap and shit.
yards.
I don't know nothing about this.
Mahomes now
Oh, you
5
sleep.
straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
You said, come on, Ronnie,
But
I
that
keep
one
flat
incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a whole
That
open in
one
the
he
zone.
should have
You'd
picked
have
up.
to think
Come on,
early
man.
downs like that first down there need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah,
Now he got the nerve to light
got a
up.
couple
So
more
sorry
downs
ass
to
out
play
here.
with.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Hey, one set.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And
Wow, what a
almost
play, Byron.
intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Read that.
Shit, if that wasn't
Big play
Mahomes, bro,
coming
a
up.
lot would
Here's
have
3rd and
put
10.
that.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He stood there for a second.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw.
Get back, get back.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the
Why do
call.
the best players come
So
over
apparently some grabbing.
That's what I don't
Jersey there on the
understand.
O-line.
Yeah,
My
just
whole
look at the
is
interior, and that's
95
where the
overall.
penalty
in this
occurred.
thing.
That nigga, he's 90 overall. Why is you holding?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Johnson.
You lose. You lose.
9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second
That
and
was a
11.
good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back,
Number one,
combination
why do I have Drake
linebacker.
Drawling?
We saw the
Number two,
linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Oh, God damn. Good pick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right
I hate when they make the man just run, bro. I do not know what that shit is, dog.
It's intercepted.
Damn.
Picked off by Anthony Brown, and his guys will
hate
take
when
over
that
at
shit's
the
so annoying.
30-yard line.
Really cold.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this
no
drive.
idea what
And
that
there are
was.
parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd
when
like
they
to
do
forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice
Oh,
suspension.
my God.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
I don't know. I think it's
Rouzier with a pick. And the return here is stopped
Don't ride
at the
that time.
35-yard line.
Man, complete you one pass in this one. Block him down!
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Oh, I need 11 to get 200. So at least I can get 5 fucking picks.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Okay, go across.
What happened? Throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Man, this nigga finna get these 6 yards.
Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw.
And another pick.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
That ain't the start we needed, homeboy.
30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and then
lady. Oh, that's no shit. Okay. White boy.
Some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless this time. It yields a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about
I was more worried about him getting smacked.
They've gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Steelers coming away victorious there. A win would be their first of the young season.
So just pass it, one little pass, and then you win your first ever NFL game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach.
You gotta be kidding me. Wow.
Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
That's just me. You're not bad at all.
The 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
What's that one shit?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Listen, think about the intentional walk, right?
Come on, man.
Gets past the catcher. What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity?
Want to be
That's why
great
they like
now,
to
my
use
boy.
him all the way through.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Man.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.
Good
but now
call.
this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play. Maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys
Tell him I
from
appreciate
the
that.
first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to
Dog,
you.
we had 13 takeaways between 2 of us.
So for Dallas,
15,
that'll
that
be
shit
a
was
happy
87.
locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Hey, Brown had 2. Okay.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm out to later.
All right, fool.
All right, boy.
Yeah.
Catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you. I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I've never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me point up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? Hey, S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the greens. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the greens. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the greens. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. Breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on
big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.